What is good, CGS family? As you can see, we are back, and I am here with my big brother Dune,
Yo,
my little brother Doggy,
Yo.
and we got a beast in the building. Reppin' St. Louis, like Nelly, he gonna bring that country grammar. When you see his outfits, you know that he got that swagger. He helps to run a store called DNA, and it stands for Dictate, Never Accept. After this episode, if you still ain't following Mac, you just slept.
Boom.
Mac,
nice.
thank you, brother. Thank you so much for coming through.
Oh, man, it means the world. It means the world, man. We've totally connected over all the right things and on all the right levels. So it's really great to actually get to meet the other two of you guys in person and the love that you've showed me on everything that I'm creating. I'm glad to be able to do the same for you guys. Seriously, man.
Jeez. So,
bro,
because we are all Air Max lovers, this is going to be a special Stax presentation. We are calling it Stax to the Max. And obviously, our theme is going to be Air Max. And because I know Joel and Lawrence have some serious Air Maxes, I'm going to go first. And because of, how dope this sneaker was when they first dropped.
IDs!
It's the Nike Vapor Max Air Max Day IDs. I remember, like Lauren said, like a bunch of episodes ago, we went to the Sneakeasy, and I remember seeing a guy rock these, and I was like, yo, where did this dude get that stuff, man? And it's just like, I was like, man, beautiful. And then I feel like it was like a week or two later, I see a package at my door, and I was blessed. I'm still in awe that I actually got these. These are sick. Colorway's beautiful. Like, shout out to Nike for those. Like, damn. And yeah, that's mine. Let's go with Lawrence for the next one.
Thank God, because I know that Joel is just gonna. All right, so like first of all, Stacks to the Max. Fantastic name. I just had to get that out. Great name out. Great. Buddy. Well done. As we do, we're going to start with the box. I love when the box gives the shoe away. So that's the box there. Very underrated box here. So if you can't tell what it is the Air Max 1 Master.
Yeah.
From the same year that the Atmos re-released. So I believe that was 2017 or something. I don't know. Crazy shoe. It's kind of the Air Max take on a what the theming. So it's got all the great Air Max 1s on the mud guard. So you've got all along here, different from all along here. And of course, I had to throw in the fluorescent pink laces.
Yes.
Quality on these is like really good. I don't know how well you can see it, but the leather on them, it's got like the felt swoosh, just incredible. There you go, Mac.
Mac got it too.
You gotta know that the pink laces.
It was a must.
You have to, man.
If a shoe comes with extra pink laces and you don't put that in the shoe, I don't know what's wrong with you. But so anyways, leather lining. Just like the quality on this shoe is very well done. Shape is amazing. This will be my one clip, and yes, gold sole. My claim to fame is that I'm going to call it my W on Nike.ca. It wasn't my W per se, but they were purchased for retail from Nike.ca.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
For me, with me in the presence. So still no personal W's on Nike.ca, but yeah. Great shoe all around. Have to pull that one out for Air Max month. So that's my pick for Stacks to the Max.
All right, big brother Dune. Before we get to Mac, we got to get through your stuff first.
All right, let's go. Okay, speaking of special boxes, got these from Nike Toronto.
Okay.
If you can see, it says Nike Air is not a shoe. I'm gonna open this up here. These came out. These are the 30th anniversary Air Max 1s in the sport red. I'm going to show you this cellophane here. It's a window to what's next.
Ooh.
And it's got like the air bubble here on the side here.
Great detail.
Okay. Crazy detail on the box alone. Here's a shoe. 30th Annie's right here. Comes with the hang tag. Like the OG hang tag comes with the little pamphlet used to come with back in the day. It's got like all the description of like, what's in the shoe, down from like, the uppers to the midsole to the airbag to the air unit and
Jeez.
everything like that. Extra bag of laces. Comes with a dust bag too. See?
I just want to make this clear for everybody. Joel's comes with all this stuff. Your pair at home.
Yeah, it's the friends and family box, yo.
This is the friends and family
It's
box.
the friends and family.
Your pair
box.
at home doesn't come with this. Only
Nah, you
Joel's
guys
comes with
came
this.
with like the flip open boxes or
yeah,
something.
yeah. You,
But
you
yeah,
peasants
these
do not
came-
have this box.
Yeah, these came with all the bells and whistles. They blew it out the box with, no pun intended, but they blew it out the box with all the details of how they rolled out the 30th anniversary Air Max Ones, OGs. Unbelievable shoe. Yeah,
Crazy,
shapes
bro.
on point, mud
Yeah.
guard here, everything. I didn't have to take an iron to it, so. But yeah,
Right.
man, this is my joint right here. OG Reds.
That's the Joel shoe.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, as you guys
Let's
can
go,
see,
Mac. Let's
Mac's got
go.
some crazy stuff right there. So
Oh,
we're gonna start it off, Mac. What got you into Air Maxes, bro?
well, I want to make sure that I acknowledge real quick how fantastic those 3 picks were, right?
Thank you.
Oh,
The
appreciate you, bro.
Air Max Masters, the friends and family white pair might be the only time
Yeah.
you'll see me say I'd rather have a white over a black. Generally, like when it comes to like body of the silhouette.
Yeah.
But that Masters pair, I didn't even hesitate. I think I paid resale on them like the second that I was available to do so. I paid resale on them. That was a phenomenal year too with
Yeah.
Yes.
spoons and like that was like Nike was like, we're gonna make people take this seriously.
Yep.
And they really took us to the cleaners. I'm an insane Vapor Max fan, and I probably of general release and collab Vapor Max, like I got the beat or not collab, but special release like the Be True pairs.
Yes.
I tried to grabbed as many as I could. I dropped the ball on Air Max month whenever they did that homage to the original Air Max 1 with that yellow sole.
Yeah.
I scoured eBay for a size 13 in any of the iterations because guys, made them to try to sell them on eBay, and I could never get my hands on a pair. I still to this day look on eBay for that exact Air Max. That Air Max. I thought it was such a good idea to do by throwing by throwing those options up on ID, and to that tune. I did zero research on whether or not the Annie Royal and the Annie Red were going to come out again when they dropped the 30th anniversary pairs. I think I spent $500 on each on that 30th anniversary because the only pairs I had of each were the Quick Strikes from what was that?
09.
2013. That with the horrible toe box, and I just waited and got them for, a little bit over resale and got them for retail because, the red ones were everywhere. But I bought not the friends and family box, but I bought the 30th Annies off Stax. I just said, screw it. I'm not even going to risk it to take my money. And I wore them to 2 sneaker cons in a row before they dropped. And because I was like, to me, that was heat,
Still is.
I was like, and it came with all, you're right, all the bells and whistles. Now I don't have friends and family. That cellophane on there is money.
Yeah.
But I have the shoe that got me into Air Maxes right in front of me, and I have a couple pairs of them. In 1995, I was 9 years old, and my portal into streetwear, into fashion, and into hip hop was I stole my dad's Rolling Stones. And anything that Wu-Tang had on, I had to have, right? So ACG, Carhartt, Wallabies, I wanted Wallabies when I was 10 years old, and I don't think there was a single kid, especially in Missouri, that had them, maybe like a college professor, maybe like Walt. Breaking Bad had them, but nobody had, and I wanted them all the time. My mom's best friend's oldest son went to New York all the time, mad hip hop head. He was a famous writer in St. Louis. Nice. And he came back in 95 with the Neon Air Max 95. And, that 95 to 98 for me was, you know, age 9, 10, 11, 12, when I really started to like be autonomous in what I liked. I started to get into skating. I was like moving my way out of action figures and more into like being active myself. And one of my homies in Philly, I was a best man in his wedding, and he's in a bunch of online sneaker groups with me. He got me for my best man gift a DS-01.
Wow.
Oh,
So I don't have a 95 yet, but this DS-01 is crazy because like in 2001, like when you look at these older pairs, like, you know, you see the lining in the bubble where they connected the bubble, you know, all, like the standards were, I mean, for lack of a better term, so much lower. But the 95 got me into it. And then a couple years later, in 97, I was over at my godmother's house. She was a single bachelorette, cool as a fan. She owned an Acura Integra RS, and she had the female pair. She had the women's pair of the 97 with the turquoise swoosh. And they left an impression on me. Like those 2 years were like probably the most important until the Air Force One wave came to, or not wave, but until Nelly had everybody in Missouri thinking that we invented Air Force One. Until like all my NY friends had to like check my country ass for thinking that like I knew what an Air Force, I knew what an Uptown was. It was 95s and 97s. 95s and 97s did it for me. Everything about him. Christian Tresser, the designer of the 97. He's got like 1,000 followers on Instagram, but everything he posts is like, this dude designed every iconic pair from like 97 on for Adidas, for Nike, for Reebok. And I still to this day, I like DM him and like fangirl over him. And he's like, who is this like weird guy with 10,000 followers that all these sneakers that just talks to me about the Air Max 97? Long story ended, not shortened, but ended. 95 Neon and Silver Bullet were what made me fall head over heels for Air Maxes before I could even make my way to falling in love with the Air Max One. Like, you know, it was 95 and 97. They were too wonky and too way out there for me to not be completely in love with.
Those stories were dope too. So now I'm even extra more excited to ask you about your top 3 within your collection now.
Right now.
We know it changes, but we know you have a top 3.
It definitely changes. Top 3 within my collection, and I feel like this won't let you guys down, but maybe listeners, because I feel like listeners want you to do like Animal Pack, Atmos, and then, you know, this is like my subtle flexing right now. If you
that's okay.
I'm not gonna choose them, but I gotta show
I like it. I like
it. But for real, for me, man, you know, my faves in my collection right now, I love the gold medal 97. I have, whenever they drop the bronze pair, I mean, anytime I see a silver bullet or a gold medal 97 or the gold bullet 97, I grab them. And then, oddly enough, both of my favorite pairs right now are both 180s. I thought, to the same tune of that Vapor Max, I thought when they did, this is why I hate collab. Well, I don't hate. This is why I have so much issue with collabs now, right? Because for so long, there were these brilliant, artistically curated, collaborative packages. Like they did a Ralph Steadman, a contemporary American artist that nobody under 35 even knows exists, but is like one of the most important contemporary and fine artists ever. And they did an ID pack on a fucking 180. You know, and I just thought everything about it, the being able to put that kind of like brown leather over the top that's actually like almost the skin on a rabbit, you know, like that brushed leather, and then being able to have his actual artwork. You know, this dude did this famous painting of this rabbit with the Nike Air Max 180 on its foot, not for Nike, not as an homage to Nike, but legitimately because when he painted it, that shoe symbolized speed. And you know, like that's a collab to me. So the Ralph Steadman 180 pack was major for me. I've hardly worn them, mostly because when I put them on, not because I'm one of those guys who doesn't wear his kicks. I put them on and I'm like, nah, it's not special enough. But another now I gotta make up my mind right now.
It's tough.
Part.
It's tough, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna go with this
Changes.
180, but I've been wearing these since it got warm in St. Louis, and it really is one of my it probably is my all-time favorite Air Max ever over the ones that got me into it. It's not just the Air Max 1, but the Aqua Air Max 1 for me. I really love spring colors. I really love bright. I really love pastels. And of all of the Annie editions that they dropped, these dropped down to like $89 or some shit.
Yeah.
I bought like 4 pairs of them. I've dusted 2 already. This is a DS pair, and they came with all the fixes. Like they came with all, like they came with everything. That gray toe shape, and I love those little pops of purple. I had them on earlier today. And then it's funny because they dropped these GR watermelons, and everybody and I'm like, y'all could have got an OG colorway for $100, but So that's my 3 for now. If I interrupt you guys, change it. No, that's my 3 for now.
Jeez.
Nice.
All right, the final and probably the most important, not really, but do you have any dope stories or memories of with any Air Maxes?
Aside from the ones you've already told.
Yeah, because you told some dope ones.
Ones already,
I just cashed out. I cashed out on it.
There's too many.
No, I'm looking right now. I'm really looking right now. I think, well, this isn't really a story, but I didn't have any real interest in trying to like grow the page, grow the IG following and all that shit out. Like I didn't really have a whole lot of interest in like, I want to be like a sneakerhead influencer, like I didn't really care about it. But I had a lot of really talented friends that were photographers, and I wanted to get out with them and I wanted to do shit with them. And I had this collection that up until I decided to make the move to boxes, which just sat in boxes. And now I keep all the boxes. I have most of them are sitting over here or at my mom and dad's, which like I keep over there for just to keep them safer and out of the way. But whenever we started shooting Air Maxes, it was Jordan 1s and Air Maxes. And when we started shooting these Air Maxes and just using a couple of the Air Max hashtags, all of a sudden, guys that I considered actual real friends, like you, Alvin, like guys that I consider actual real friends now, motherfuckers that I would invite to my wedding, but that I've never met in person. How all those cats in Norway and Denmark and like that whole Air Max community, like that whole Air Max community over there up in the Netherlands, and like Scandinavia, those guys are like mad heavy on that shit. Like it's like 80% of the Pata and Para population lives up there. No idea how these guys got a hold of any of that stuff, and they all keep it in. The guys that like revolutionized teaching us how to reshape the toe box on good pairs and stuff. That traffic that shooting Air Maxes brought to my page ended up like linking me with all the guys who or a large majority of the guys that I care for and that I respect, not just as friends, but as collectors and as part of the culture now. So, I'm really grateful for them, and it put me in positions to stuff that like, I never knew I could get my hands on for like really cheap. Like, like the King of the Mountain pack, like I think I got these from somebody who didn't care anymore, who had like moved their way to something else. And I, just being an Air Max head and being all about Air Max was, I think, like one of these guys, like Mark Surridge, like 1985, or one of these icons, that we really love, that like really does it for the culture. Like hit up and was like, yo, I got a King of the Mountain in my closet, like I'm never gonna wear again, like you want, and it's like Air Max is, in addition to just making me the happiest 34-year-old child on earth, like most of my favorite guys in the culture, So as much as that, lacks anecdote as like the other ones did, I think, that's probably my favorite story and favorite thing about Air Maxes is that the combination of loving them as much as I did growing up, and then connecting over that shared love, you know, via our social media platform.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
put me in connection with like the coolest guys and the guys that I look up to the most and admire the most too. So that's definitely it.
That's awesome, yo.
That's a fantastic way to interpret that question. I love that.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh man, I got goosebumps. You can't see, I'm wearing a hoodie and shit, but anyway, that was
goosebumps to Canada, man. It's like 10 degrees.
Yo, that was a dope way to just finish off this Stax to the max. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Kuya Joel, what do they do?
Smash the subscribe button, yo.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Canada Got Soul. Make sure you hit up our brother Mac at DNA_Mac300. And yo, this has been CGS, Stax to the max, and our boy Mac. We are out. Peace.
Guys, later.
Yeah.